Namaste to all. An interesting question. The question is, you say that Almighty God creates this universe and He gives the knowledge of the Vedas to four rishis. So this is a question from a woman. She is asking a very important question. She says that the names of the rishis are Agni, Vayu, Aditya, Angira. Seems to be a male name. So that means, as per these names, I feel that it is the first humans to receive the knowledge of the Vedas from Almighty God were males, they were not females. So I feel that this is partiality. Why God did not give the knowledge of the Vedas to women in the start of the universe creation? Very good question, very important question to understand. But the quality of Almighty God in the Vedas is Shanno Ariyama. Ariyama means supreme judge. God does not do partiality. We must have first trust in Almighty God, that God never does anything without a reason. He does everything with a very specific reason, which is the result of that is actually going to give us good, number one. And number two is, God does not do partiality of male or female. We must understand the knowledge of the Vedas is not given to the bodies. The knowledge of the Vedas is given to Jivatma. There is no distinction between male and female in terms of knowledge. Both of them are Jivatma, both of them have equal opportunity and equal rights to attain moksha. This is number one. So God clearly says in the Vedas, Strihi Brahma Babhuvitaha. Stri is Brahma. For Almighty God, Stri is Brahma. Brahma means creator. Stri is equivalent to Almighty God. Why? Because Brahma means a knower of Vedas. The definition of Brahma in the Vedas is one who knows the Vedas. So Stri should know the Vedas is the advice of Almighty God. So God does not do partiality. So from the point of view of Jivatma, God did not discriminate male or female. First of all, that we must understand. Point number one. The counter argument could be, why He did not create a female body then? He could have created a female body and given the knowledge of the Vedas, right? So this is the point of disagreement, I would say. So here we must understand Ayurveda. When you read Ayurveda, Charak Samhita or other advices of Apta Rishis, and also in Vedas, God says very clearly there must be age difference between a men and women in Grahasthashrama. Means a woman has to be younger than the men in the Grahasthashrama, minimum 8 years, 6 to 8 years minimum. Because when the age gap is more, like let's say 7 years or 8 years, when the age gap is there, the offspring that gets produced, the children that will get produced after Grahastha Ashrama, they will be hale and healthy, number one. And also there won't be many misunderstandings between the couple, because the maturity a woman will attain at the age of 18 and a maturity a male will attain at the age of 25 will be almost same. But if the age difference is less, there will be issues and misunderstandings, which will lead to mental tensions, which will lead to fights, which will lead to probably depressions and other things. Even today also, when you observe, if the age gap is very less between the couples, they will have lot of issues, they will have lot of misunderstandings, they have lot of arguments, they will have fights. This is also known today also. So God says in the Vedas, the more the age gap, the better is the Grahastha. So when Almighty God, why I say this point is, when Almighty God creates the universe, if He creates male and female equally at the same point of time, that means there is no age gap between male and female. And God's rules in the Vedas are unchangeable till eternity. It is applicable at the start of universe, it is applicable even today. So the age gap is maintained from that point of time. So naturally God should and God will create human beings first, means male bodies only first. After the certain period of, let's say, some time gap, the females are produced by Almighty God. And the first production of Almighty God is non-sexual creation, Amaituni Srishti. Maituni means sexual, Amaituni means non-sexual creation. So naturally, when the universe gets created, He gives the knowledge of the Vedas to those people who were born first. And those people who were born first are rishis, not rishis, they were born humans by Almighty God's creation, non-sexual creation. The knowledge of the Vedas is given to them, and God names those four Jivatmas, Agni, Vayu, Angira, Aditya, unchangeable. In every Srishti, the name of the 4 Rishis will be the same, but the Jivatmas will be different. And God does not do partiality even there, that He gives this knowledge to anybody randomly. No. These 4 Jivatmas were the highest tapasvis in the previous creation. And in the previous creation, universe gets destroyed, there is a pralaya time, and the universe is again created. God has to do justice. God chooses those 4 Jivatma who were the greatest tapasvis, but they did not attain moksha, and gives the knowledge of the Vedas to those 4 Rishis. So this is the cycle which is unbreakable, unchallengeable, and also very logical. So when the female took birth, already the knowledge of the Vedas is given to Rishis. But see, again here, this is a question from a woman, or it could be a question from a men also. This kind of doubts occur naturally. We must understand that we identify ourselves with our body. If I am a female, I think I identify myself with, okay, I am a woman. You are not a woman, you are not a man, you are a Jivatma. This is the Brahma Vidya. The concept of Vedas is related to Brahma Vidya. Yes, bodies are different based on the karmas. Each and every body has their own responsibilities. For example, the responsibility of a man is to go out, do purusharat and earn money and come back. The responsibility of women is to take care of the house, take care of the grahastha, upbringing child in a good way, in a Vedic manner, in a dharmic manner. These are responsibilities which are different. So we must not discriminate ourselves with our bodies. We are Jivatma. Men and women are equally eligible to receive the knowledge of the Vedas from an Acharya. In fact, if you go to the ancient Gurukuls, the teacher of female students will be a yogini or a rishika. The teacher of the male students will be rishis or yogis. There also, God very clearly says that a female and male both have to attain samadhi. The female should preach to the female students, the male should preach to the male students. In case if the there is no female rishi, there is no male rishi, vice versa can happen, because teacher is a yogi, so it can be male or female, that doesn't matter. And also, if you see many Upanishads, there are many great tapasvis, great rishis, rishikas, yoginis who have lived, and then they have given knowledge to the public. For example, Janaka Acharya, Gargi, or Katyayani, or Madalsa. There are many great women tapasvinis. So there is no restriction by Almighty God in the Vedas, and God does not show partiality. And also one more important thing is, when the universe gets created, it is a big responsibility in the hands of Rishis to spread the knowledge of the Vedas, and also to secure that everybody is happy. So they must do Ved Prachar. Naturally, a female has her own restriction in terms of the body, because she carries the child. After the non-sexual creation, the sexual creation starts. So there is a grahastha ashrama, she enters grahastha ashrama, she has to bear a child, and then it's a painful process of 10 months, and after that she has to take care of the child, she has to upbring the child. She cannot do Ved Prachar at that point of time. So from that point of view also, the Rishis, the first Rishis were males, because male can go out and do prachar to spread the dharma, etc. Female takes care of the house. Does not mean that female should not get the knowledge of Vedas. She or whoever it is, even today also every female should get the knowledge of Vedas. For example, if you see my family, my daughter, we have done Upanayana. My wife, she has been done Upanayana. She listens knowledge of the Vedas from my Acharya. Similarly, I listen. Similarly, my daughter listen. Each one of us are different Jivatmas. That body is different for a specific purpose and based on our own karma. But the Jivatma all the Jivatmas are same. So every Jivatma should receive the knowledge of the Vedas. This is the main reason why God creates the Rishis. God creates the humans as male first, and then gives the knowledge to those 4 Rishis. But here there is no partiality here, because God says the grahastha ashrama niyam, that has to be maintained from the day one. So the Rishi knows, when they attain samadhi, the Rishi knows why he did not create female at that point of time. Rishi knows. We have doubt because we identify ourselves with our body. The question is from a woman, so she thinks that God is doing partiality here. She identifies herself with her body. She thinks that she is a woman. No, you are not a woman. You are a Jivatma. Of course, you are residing in the woman body. In the next Janma, you might become a male. In the previous Janma, you were probably a male. We do not know. Similarly, I was probably a woman in the previous Janma. I do not know. Jivatma moves from body to body. It could be male or female body. But the Jivatma's purpose is Atyanta Nivriti, Dukkha Nivriti. Our purpose of either male or female, both of us, we do not want any dukh in our life. We want sukh in our life. So the purpose of human life is to attain moksha. Either it is male or female in a body. So this is some of the important thing which we must understand before misunderstanding Almighty God and Vedas. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.